Most people think an expensive-looking yard comes from spending thousands of dollars on landscaping. They imagine luxury homes, professional designers, and years of work. But what if I told you that one of the biggest secrets has nothing to do with how much money you spend? Instead, it comes down to choosing the right trees. The right tree can completely change the personality of your yard. It can make a small property feel elegant. It can make an ordinary home look custom-built. And it can create the kind of curb appeal that makes people slow down as they drive by. Professional landscape designers have known this for years. They understand that trees aren't just background decorations. They're the foundation of every beautiful landscape. They create height, they create structure, they create balance, and most importantly, they create emotion. Today, we're counting down 10 incredible trees that can make almost any yard look more luxurious. Some of them bloom with breathtaking flowers. Others provide stunning color throughout the year. Some create incredible shade. Others offer privacy that money simply can't buy, and trust me, our number one pick is one of the most widely used trees in luxury landscaping across North America, so stay with us until the end. You might discover the perfect tree for your own yard. Let's get started. Number 10, Red Oak. We begin our countdown with a tree that's built for the future. The red oak. At first glance, it may not seem like the most dramatic choice. It's not covered with colorful flowers, it doesn't have unusual leaves, and it certainly doesn't try to steal the spotlight, but that's exactly what makes it special. The red oak represents something many homeowners forget to plan for: time. Every single year, this tree becomes more impressive, its trunk grows thicker, its branches spread wider, its canopy becomes fuller, eventually creating one of the most magnificent shade trees you can own. A mature red oak doesn't just provide shade, it creates atmosphere. Walking underneath, one feels completely different from standing in direct sunlight. The air becomes cooler, the space feels calmer, the entire property suddenly feels established. That's why you'll often find mature oak trees in historic neighborhoods, luxury estates, and prestigious parks. They communicate permanence, strength, and elegance. During autumn, the transformation becomes even more spectacular. Its rich green leaves gradually turn into brilliant shades of crimson and deep red, creating a display that attracts attention from everyone passing by. Another reason landscapers love red oaks is their incredible lifespan. When planted in the right location, they can live for generations. Imagine planting a tree today that your children and even your grandchildren could one day enjoy. That's not just landscaping, that's creating a legacy. Of course, patience is required. This isn't a tree that reaches its full beauty in just a few years. But if you're willing to think long-term, very few trees reward you like the red oak. Before we move to number 9, I'm curious. Would you rather plant a fast-growing tree or one that takes longer but becomes truly unforgettable? Let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear your answer. Number 9, Japanese Zelkova. If the red oak represents timeless strength, the Japanese Zelkova represents refined elegance. This tree has become a favorite among architects and professional landscape designers for one simple reason. Everything about it looks intentional. Its branches naturally develop into a graceful vase shape. Its canopy grows evenly. Its silhouette looks clean from every angle. Nothing feels messy. Nothing feels out of place. And that's one of the hidden secrets behind expensive-looking landscapes. Luxury gardens rarely feel crowded. They feel balanced. The Japanese Zelkova helps create exactly that feeling. During spring and summer, its rich green foliage provides a soft, welcoming appearance. As autumn arrives, the leaves begin changing into stunning shades of golden yellow, orange, and reddish bronze. The transformation is subtle, but incredibly elegant. Even in winter, after the leaves have fallen, its beautiful branching structure continues, adding visual interest to the landscape. That's something many homeowners overlook. A truly beautiful garden should look attractive during every season, not just when flowers are blooming. Another advantage is its adaptability. The Japanese Zelkova tolerates urban environments surprisingly well. Heat, wind, air pollution. It handles them better than many ornamental trees. That's one reason it's commonly planted along upscale streets and around luxury commercial buildings. It quietly creates sophistication without demanding attention. And sometimes, that's exactly what great landscape design is all about. But now, our next tree does the exact opposite. Instead of subtle elegance, it creates instant drama, and once you see it, you'll understand why it's one of the most iconic trees in America. Number 8, Southern Live Oak. Few trees command attention like the Southern Live Oak. The first thing you'll notice is its size. Massive branches stretch outward in every direction. Its enormous canopy creates an almost cathedral-like feeling beneath it. Standing underneath a mature Southern Live Oak is an experience you never forget. It's the kind of tree that immediately changes the personality of an entire property. Homes surrounded by these majestic trees often appear more valuable even before you see the house itself. That's because large, mature trees create something that can't be purchased overnight. Character. The thick, twisting branches give every tree its own unique appearance. No two are exactly alike. Some have been standing for hundreds of years, quietly witnessing generations come and go. In many parts of the southern United States, these trees have become symbols of history, strength, and timeless beauty. Landscape designers love using them as focal points. Instead of filling a yard with dozens of smaller plants, one magnificent Southern Live Oak can become the centerpiece of the entire landscape. Its broad canopy also provides exceptional shade during hot summers, making outdoor spaces more comfortable and inviting. It's the perfect place for a bench, a garden path, or simply a quiet afternoon enjoying nature. This is more than a tree, it's an experience. If you're enjoying this countdown so far, please take a second to support Plant Realm. This channel is brand new, and our goal is to build one of the best communities on YouTube for people who love trees, plants, gardening, and beautiful landscapes. By subscribing, leaving a like, and sharing this video with someone who loves nature, you're helping us create even more content like this every single week. Thank you for being one of the very first members of the Plant Realm community. Now, things are about to get even more colorful, because our next tree produces one of the longest and most spectacular flowering displays you can have in a home landscape. Number 7. Crepe myrtle. When people think about luxury landscapes, they often picture colorful gardens filled with flowers that seem to bloom forever, and that's exactly where the crepe myrtle shines. This incredible tree is famous for producing one of the longest flowering seasons of almost any ornamental tree you can grow. While many trees put on a beautiful show for just a few weeks, the crepe myrtle can keep blooming for months, depending on the variety. You'll enjoy spectacular clusters of flowers in shades of white, soft pink, deep red, lavender, or even rich purple. Imagine walking outside every summer and seeing your yard covered in vibrant color. It instantly changes the entire atmosphere of your home. And here's something many people don't realize: the beauty doesn't end when the flowers disappear. As autumn arrives, the leaves begin turning beautiful shades of orange, yellow, and crimson. Then winter reveals another surprise. Its smooth, peeling bark creates incredible texture that keeps the tree interesting even during the coldest months. That's why professional landscapers love using crepe myrtles. They provide beauty in every season, not just one. Another huge advantage: they're surprisingly low maintenance. Once established, they tolerate heat remarkably well. They're also drought-tolerant compared to many flowering trees, making them an excellent choice for homeowners who want beauty without constant care. One mistake people often make is planting them too close together. These trees deserve room to show off their elegant branching structure. Give them space, and they'll reward you for decades. It's easy to understand why they are one of the most popular ornamental trees throughout the southern United States. They deliver maximum beauty with surprisingly little effort. Now here's a question for you. Would you choose white flowers or vibrant pink? Tell us in the comments. I'd love to know which color you'd plant in your own yard. Number 6. Cherry blossom. Some trees impress you, others make you stop walking. The cherry blossom belongs in the second category. Every spring, something magical happens. Thousands of delicate blossoms suddenly appear, covering the entire canopy in clouds of soft pink and white for a few unforgettable weeks. The tree becomes the center of attention. People travel across countries, sometimes across the world, just to experience cherry blossom season. And once you've seen it in person, it's easy to understand why. There's something peaceful about it, almost dreamlike. The gentle colors, the delicate petals floating through the air, the soft movement in the breeze, everything feels calm. It's one of those rare moments where nature creates something that almost doesn't seem real. Of course, the blossoms don't last forever. In fact, their short blooming season is exactly what makes them so special, because beauty becomes even more valuable when it doesn't last forever. Landscape designers often use cherry blossoms near walkways, garden entrances, or sitting areas, places where people naturally slow down, take a deep breath, and simply enjoy the view. Another interesting detail: even after spring has passed, many varieties continue adding beauty with attractive bark, fresh green foliage during summer, and warm golden colors in autumn. It's truly a tree that rewards you throughout the year, not just during bloom. And believe it or not, our next tree creates an expensive look without using bright flowers at all. Number 5. Olive tree. Luxury doesn't always need to be dramatic. Sometimes it's quiet, simple, timeless. That's exactly what the olive tree represents. For thousands of years, olive trees have been symbols of peace, prosperity, and longevity. Today, they're also one of the defining features of Mediterranean-style gardens. Look at almost any luxury villa in Italy, Spain, or Greece, and chances are you'll find olive trees somewhere in the landscape. Their twisted trunks tell a story. No two trees look exactly alike. Every curve, every branch, every imperfection adds character. The soft silver-green leaves create a gentle contrast against darker plants and modern architecture, and that's one reason designers love them. They bring elegance without overwhelming the space. Olive trees also pair beautifully with stone pathways, gravel gardens, decorative pots, and minimalist landscapes. Instead of shouting for attention, they quietly elevate everything around them. Another advantage: they're surprisingly resilient once established. They're drought-tolerant, require relatively little maintenance, and can live for many decades. Some olive trees around the world are believed to be hundreds, even thousands of years old. Imagine planting a tree today that future generations of your family could still admire. That's not just landscaping. That's living history. Before we reveal our top 4, if you're enjoying this video, please take a quick second to hit the like button. It only takes a moment, but it tells YouTube that more people who love plants and landscaping should see this video. And if you know someone who's always looking for ideas to improve their garden, share this video with them. You never know, it might inspire their next landscaping project. Now, we're entering the top 4. and these next trees become true showstoppers every single spring. Number 4, flowering dogwood. As we move into our top 4, we're leaving behind trees that simply look beautiful and entering the category of trees that completely transform a landscape. The flowering dogwood is one of those rare trees that feels elegant in every season. In early spring, before many other trees have even started growing leaves, it bursts into bloom with stunning white, soft pink, or deep rose-colored flowers. For several weeks, it becomes the centerpiece of the entire yard. Its graceful horizontal branches create an almost sculptural appearance, making it look like it was carefully shaped by an artist. But what truly makes the flowering dogwood special is its versatility. It works beautifully in both traditional and modern landscapes. Plant one near your front entrance, along a curved walkway, or beside a patio, and suddenly the entire space feels more welcoming. Then autumn arrives, and the show begins all over again. Its foliage transforms into brilliant shades of crimson, scarlet, and purple, even after the leaves have fallen. Bright red berries remain, providing food for songbirds throughout the colder months, so while you're enjoying the beauty, you're also helping local wildlife. That's a win for both your landscape and nature. But if you think that's impressive, our next tree has been a symbol of luxury for centuries. Number 3, magnolia. Some trees are beautiful, others are unforgettable. The magnolia belongs in the second group. The first thing you'll notice is the flowers, large, elegant, and impossible to ignore depending on the variety. They can bloom in shades of creamy white, soft pink, rich purple, or even deep burgundy. Some flowers are nearly the size of a dinner plate, and when the tree is in full bloom, it almost looks unreal. But magnolias aren't only about flowers. Their glossy dark green leaves remain attractive for much of the year, giving the landscape a polished, luxurious appearance. Many upscale hotels, historic estates, and elegant homes choose magnolias because they instantly create a feeling of prestige. And here's another bonus. Many magnolia varieties produce a gentle, sweet fragrance. Imagine opening your front door on a spring morning and being welcomed by that delicate scent. That's something photos simply can't capture. Luxury isn't just about what you see, it's also about what you experience. We're almost at our number 1 pick. But before we continue, I'd love to ask you something. Which tree has impressed you the most so far? Leave your answer in the comments. I read every single one, and your suggestions may even inspire future videos here on Plant Realm. Now, let's reveal one of the most visually striking trees in the world. Number 2, Japanese maple. If landscape design were an art gallery, the Japanese maple would be the masterpiece. Few trees combine elegance, color, texture, and graceful form quite like this one. Every branch seems perfectly placed. Every leaf adds another layer of beauty. Depending on the variety, its foliage may appear in brilliant shades of crimson, deep burgundy, bright orange, golden yellow, or vibrant green. As the seasons change, the tree transforms again and again, almost like owning several different trees throughout the year because of its relatively compact size. The Japanese maple fits beautifully into smaller gardens, but don't mistake small for insignificant. Even one well-placed Japanese maple can become the focal point of an entire landscape. Professional designers often place them beside water features, stone pathways, decorative lighting, or modern architectural elements. The result is peaceful, elegant, and timeless. It's no surprise that this tree has become one of the most desired ornamental trees around the world. But despite all of its beauty, there's one tree that delivers something almost every homeowner wants: privacy, structure, and immediate transformation. Number 1, arborvitae. And finally, our number 1 pick. Arborvitae. This tree may not have the biggest flowers or the brightest autumn colors, but what it offers can completely change the way your property feels. Arborvitae grows into a dense, living green wall instead of installing expensive fences. Many homeowners simply plant a row of these trees. Within a few years, they create natural privacy, reduce outside noise, block unwanted views, and give the backyard an incredible sense of peace. Landscape designers use arborvitae constantly, not because it's flashy, but because it creates structure. And structure is one of the biggest secrets behind expensive-looking landscapes. Without structure, even beautiful gardens can feel messy. With structure, everything suddenly looks intentional, elegant, balanced, and professionally designed. Another advantage is that many arborvitae varieties remain green throughout the entire year, even in winter. When many gardens lose their color, these trees continue providing life, privacy, and beauty. That's why arborvitae earns our number 1 spot, not because it's the most dramatic tree, but because few trees have such a powerful impact on an entire landscape. Final thoughts. So, what do all of these trees have in common? It's not just beauty, it's purpose. Every one of these trees changes the way a space feels. Some create breathtaking color, some provide shade, some attract birds and pollinators, others create privacy and structure. Together, they prove that creating a luxury-looking landscape isn't about spending more money, it's about making smarter choices. The right tree planted in the right place can completely transform a property, sometimes for generations. Whether you're planting your very first tree or redesigning your entire yard, think long-term, because the best landscapes aren't created in a weekend. They're built one season at a time, one tree at a time. If you enjoyed today's countdown, please consider subscribing to Plant Realm. We're building a community for people who love trees, plants, gardening, and beautiful outdoor spaces. If this video gave you new ideas, give it a like, share it with a friend or family member who loves gardening or someone who's dreaming of transforming their yard. And before you go, Leave a comment below telling us which tree was your favorite or which one you'd plant first. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.